How does someone find the right person these days?
Got to kiss a lot of frogs. Yeah, look, anybody could go out, especially in Miami, pick up a chick, bang a chick and stuff physically. It's going through that stuff. Eating alone sucks when you're by yourself. You know, when you get sick, you're by yourself. You got nobody to take care of. So it's kind of nice to have a companion there.
We're here in Miami, Brickell, doing interviews in the streets. We're asking people amazing questions to inspire you guys, to inspire the youth. So support this channel, subscribe to the channel, like and comment. If you want some questions that you want us to ask in the streets, let us know. Let's go. What do you do for work, boss?
I own a marketing agency and I help restaurants.
So when you say you help restaurants, what does that mean?
I help them not get fucked by Uber Eats and DoorDash.
I love that.
It's true.
What about the customers?
Oh, I mean, I can't control that side, but like, you got to remember, like these small business owners, especially restaurant owners, they're losing like 30 to 65% on Uber Eats and DoorDash. So I just help them work through that system, like, because everyone can win, everyone can eat.
Interesting. So let me ask you, what's the toughest thing for a restaurant to do to start making money really, really quickly?
Toughest thing for a restaurant to do to start making money. How long have they been in business for?
Let's say a year.
So they're somewhat new still. They have to spend money on advertising, but typically they probably don't know how to do it. They probably hit the boost button on Instagram, and then they like all their money just like evaporates. So they don't really know how to spend money for advertising, but they know that they should. So I guess it's an education problem.
So let me ask you this. What's more important, marketing or branding?
Marketing.
Why?
Because I've seen so many restaurants with like shit reviews still get a ton of customers. That's why. Yeah.
So what is the difference between marketing and branding in your opinion?
Branding is the emotional appeal side of things, and then marketing is like actually getting people to see what you're doing. I think a great restaurant should have both, obviously. It needs to reach a lot of people, but it needs to look really appetizing.
Interesting. So when it comes to marketing, what are the 3 biggest mistakes you see a lot of business owners do that screw up their marketing?
Not prioritize social media, not have accurate budgets for daily spending. Those would definitely be the top 2. The third one is a little tricky. I guess not caring about the customer reviews.
What do you do for work?
I'm a hospitality manager for Florida Powerboat Club.
So let me ask you a question. What is the toughest thing about being a manager?
Working with lots of different types of people and personalities.
So how do you relate with all these different personalities as a manager?
I think you just have to be patient and you have to put your emotions aside sometimes and be professional and kind.
So let me ask you a question. What are the 3 biggest mistakes you see most people make as managers?
Feeling like they're better than everybody else because they're in a higher position. Not taking the time to learn about the personalities of the people who work underneath you. And not making enough time for people's happiness. So it's important to make sure the people who work with you are also happy because everybody gets one life.
I love this. So what are some things that you do to make your employees happy and they actually want to work with you?
Having fun, like laughing, joking around, I think that's so important.
So like a prank kind of like environment?
Not necessarily prank, just giving everybody the respect to ask how their day is, trying to laugh, be fun, make it a fun environment for people to work in.
Let me ask you this. Would you say that your people will call you a great leader?
Yeah, I've had that before.
Why? What do they see in you that they don't see in other people?
Work ethic. You've got to work harder than everybody else. So you can't expect something of someone underneath you if you're not willing to do it yourself.
I love it. So someone that's watching us, they want to become a manager. How can they become a manager in your humble but accurate opinion?
Lead by example. And if you want to be the best at something, you've actually got to work for it.
Boston, what do you do for work?
I'm an artist.
What does that mean?
Sing, dance, kick asses.
So let me ask you a question. What does it take to become successful as an artist in your opinion?
Self-awareness.
I like that. Explain.
Complete self-awareness means no hesitation.
So when you say
Believe in yourself, be creative, be grateful, and execute.
So let me ask you this. How do you become more self-aware? Like what kind of person that's watching this video say, you know what? Here are 3 tips on how to become self-aware.
Practice forgiveness and acceptance so you can move on. Without that, you're going to be stuck in thoughts, doubts, insecurities. And that's all I can say to young folks out there. Just stay creative, stay focused, and just keep grinding.
So what are some activities or habits that you have created in your life that actually help you become more focused and be more self-aware?
I keep physical activity as one of the priorities daily, sometimes twice a day. Working out is one of the main things that keeps everybody's healthy. A schedule, discipline, get some sleep. It's okay to party. It's okay to do whatever you guys want to do, but get some sleep. That's important.
So as an artist, what is the toughest thing of being self-aware?
The toughest thing of being self-aware. I don't think there's nothing tough about self-aware. It's just the step right before that. So
Explain.
When you're not self-aware, and the step when you are self-aware. So you decide to become self-aware. Just allow the universe to show you, and allow the universe to guide you by just everything is here. Everything is here, right now. Just listen to the signs. Look at the unknown is what scares people. Tomorrow, I don't know how do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't know. I just see myself right here, right now, because I don't know if I'm gonna be here tomorrow. So the only thing you can do is just I'm self-aware about myself now. So whatever you want to do, have a plan, of course. Have a target, have a plan, and just execute. Simple as that.
Are you more peaceful because you're self-aware?
Absolutely. Yes. As long as you make peace with your demons, since we kids, everybody has insecurities, daddy issues, this and that. Just face them. Face your worst, your biggest fears. Are you scared of skydiving? Try to do that.
Wow, so if you're scared of something, go do it.
Absolutely. Face it. Eat it. As Tyson says, Mike Tyson, there's an interview about him talking about doubts and fears. You have to be a doubt annihilator.
I love that.
Just because of that, you're successful. It's not about how much money you make in life or what position you have in society. You're successful as long as you're self-aware. If today is your last day, your last breath, if you die aware, you die happy.
I love it, man. God bless you, man. Hopefully
have to.
hopefully
I'll see
we,
you guys.
we learn to be like you and self-aware.
Appreciate it.
It's good? Check. 100%? What do you do for work, boss?
Man, I sell menswear.
Really, what is that?
Suits, all types of menswear. Hats, I design hats as well on the side.
So let me ask you a question. What does it take for a man to actually dress well and actually represent himself the proper way?
So you got to know the rules of suiting, of menswear, how to style it, but at the same time, rules are meant to be bent a little bit. So as long as you know the foundation first, that's where you start.
So what are 3 foundational tips for men to start looking good and dressing good?
Well, one, tailoring. Tailoring is necessary for all men. Number 2, have a sense of openness when it comes to fashion, when it comes to style. You don't want to close yourself in a box. And 3, man, just have fun with it. Have fun with it. That's what I always say, man. I always express myself through how I dress, and it's a good way to do that.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that it's important to dress well to increase your mental mindset?
Absolutely. When you look good, you feel good. When you feel good, you do good. That's a motto I always go by.
So let me ask you this. What if someone doesn't have the money to go buy some nice clothes? What should they do?
Man, there's so many outlets to get clothing. You don't need money. You can vintage things. You can find things for a good price point, but still find the right style, the right fit, the right drape. That's what it's all about.
I love it. So one tip for someone to start looking amazing so they can get out there and get a job interview, a girl, whatever it may be. What would you tell the men?
Oh, man. First thing I would say, man, is find out what makes you happy, especially with how you look. Look at the response that you get when you dress a certain way. You're going to get a different response from each person, and just take that in, take constructive criticism, all that good stuff, man.
I love it, man. God bless you, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate
Thank you. Right now we have amazing questions and amazing answers. So listen, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, do me a solid, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like, comment. If you want us to ask some more questions, let us know. But we got some more people to talk to. Let's go. What is the number 1 tip to have a successful relationship in your opinion?
Communication.
What does that mean?
Be open and honest with your partner.
Now, why do you think a lot of young folks don't want to be in a relationship these days?
It's a pain in the ass. It's easier to have your freedom.
Say it again.
It's a pain in the ass. It's easier to have your freedom, not have to answer to anybody.
So then what's the point of being in a relationship then? What's the benefits then?
Your turn.
What's the benefit?
Yeah, if you could be single, what's the point of being in a relationship then?
I guess to experience life together.
Yeah, companionship. Sure, of course.
So a lot of single guys and a lot of single girls say they can have companionship with multiple people. Why not do that?
Yeah, but you're not getting down to the nitty gritty.
When you say nitty gritty, can you explain? Because these are young people that are watching this.
Yeah, look, anybody could go out, especially in Miami, pick up a chick, bang a chick and stuff physically. It's going through that stuff. Eating alone sucks when you're by yourself. when you get sick, you're by yourself. You got nobody to take care of. So it's kind of nice to have a companion there to celebrate those good times and bad times. When you get that promotion at work, when you get some bullshit at work, where you can come home and share that with somebody that actually cares about you, and you can celebrate their successes and be there for their, tough times, failures. That's good. There's a lot of benefits on the other side being single as well. So you just got to find what's right for you. When you find that right person that you're with, it's awesome.
So let me ask you this: how does someone find the right person these days?
Got to kiss a lot of frogs.
So how did you get so lucky?
I don't know. I was asking her that yesterday. I don't know how I got so lucky. Just at the right place at the right time, I guess.
I love it. So for someone that's watching this, they want to be in a relationship, they're just having a tough time finding that person. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, they're still looking and searching. What would you give them as a tip to find that right person?
Yeah, just be yourself. Be yourself, be cool, don't change. You can't change. You are who you are, so just go to the right places. If you got certain interests, if you like working out, obviously you got to go to the gym, meet people at the gym, going to have common interests. You like reading, go to the library. You go to Publix, you're going to meet people all the time. Especially in Miami, it's very superficial. It's not always about looks. You want to get past that part because that's going to fade after a while. You want to build that. And look, it's not always going to work. It's a relationship is doing stuff you don't want to do and putting up with it till you finally get tired of doing it, I guess. I mean, nobody always wants to go to the in-laws' house for dinner. That might get a little old after a while. So
I love it, man. God bless.
Yeah,
God bless you, man. God bless. How long have you guys been together?
16 years.
16 years. And what is it that made you guys so successful for the past 16 years, in your humble but accurate opinion?
Love every day. First thing we do in the morning is tell each other how blessed and lucky we are, and the last thing we say at night.
I love it. So what has been the toughest moments you guys have been through in the past 16 years, if you don't mind sharing with some young people?
There hasn't been any.
I'm sorry?
There hasn't been any.
No challenges?
No challenges.
How is that possible?
Because
We're old.
we've planned our life. We planned our life since I was very young, and I'm retired, and we're just living the life.
So let me ask you this. What is one tip for someone that's in a relationship right now to actually live a life with zero challenges like you guys have done?
Work hard, be honest.
I spent 56 years with my company, and I saved a lot of money, and I've saved for right now.
So you worked for a company for 56 years?
6 years.
Wow. So how did you stay so loyal to the company? How does the company stay loyal to you for 56 years?
Because I did what I said I was going to do, and they did what they said they were going to do. And I went from the bottom of the company to the very top.
You say very top. What's the highest position you got up to?
Executive Vice President.
No way. So you started from the bottom and you went all the way up there.
Yeah,
So for 56 years, you stayed committed and loyal to that one company.
yeah.
Wow. So how does someone nowadays, because everyone's jumping around like prostitutes from job to job, how did you stay in one place and just say, this is the place I'm going to live?
It's very simple, is what I said. I did what I was supposed to do, and they did what they were supposed to do. And we had a great marriage.
But let me ask you this. A lot of people are afraid of committing to that business or, employer because they're afraid they might get booted or the business might not grow. How did you know that company's going to last for 56 years?
Because you do what you're supposed to do, and you work your ass off every day.
I love
I
it.
did 14 years without a vacation.
Say it again?
14 years without a vacation.
So now every day is a vacation for us.
Wow. So you're telling me that most people are not willing to commit for something like that long?
I don't think they commit for anything. They get a job so they can look forward to the next position instead of figuring where can I go within this company, and where you can go if you do what you're supposed to do, maybe all the way to the top.
Wow.
It's really a different generation now than what we grew up with in all sorts of ways. And hopefully I think people are coming back to the ways of knowing hard work is going to pay off.
I love it. One last tip for someone that's watching this. They're in a company, they're doing what they're supposed to do, they're hustling, they're grinding, but they can't seem to get to that next level because they're not making enough money. They need to make more money. What would you recommend them to do?
I would recommend to see what they have to do to make more money. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. The grass can also be very green right where you are. Just do what you're supposed to do and work your butt off, and then you'll get what you deserve.
I love it. God bless you guys. You guys are amazing. Enjoy. Yes, be lucky means.
Who are you?
Finance.
What does that mean?
I help businesses and individuals get access to capital.
So what does someone need to do to get access to money?
They need to have at least a 680 credit score or better. If they don't have at least a 680 credit score, then they need to have financials.
Okay, well, if someone does not have a good credit score and they don't have financials, what can they do to get more money to access, to build their business?
So we have a program that we just started called Start Your Own Funding Company, where we help people actually become the bank. So in my particular opinion, if you don't have access to capital, the best thing for you to do is actually leverage somebody else who does. It's called a co-signer, and then you can actually utilize their credit worthiness to invest in any project that you have.
Let me ask you this. If someone does not have a good credit or doesn't have money, why should someone trust them with giving them more money? Isn't that what's the problem with that individual?
So theoretically, if you don't have access to money, you probably don't have you probably don't have good business acumen, which means that you need to be around good people that know how to make money. That's the key. Right, so you need to get involved with a network of people that know what they're doing. You can start off with helping them do sales, or even you can start off as an intern. The key right now is that you want to be around people that actually know what they're doing so that you can get the experience. And once you have the experience, then you can start to leverage that into more work. So somebody like myself, there were times when we all start off, we don't know what we're doing, right? But a lot of times today, people just want to start off at 100. They want to start off with the top paying job, the top paying opportunity, but you actually have to start off with learning. So if you get around people, you can literally DM people online and ask them to work for them for free. And if you get that free work, 3 months, that can turn into a lifetime of opportunities for you.
So let me ask you this. Why are so many people now willing to make that DM, take that action, search up that mentor, whatever? What is it that's stopping most people from doing that?
Their identity is wrong. They believe that they're limited. They believe that they don't have what it takes. They believe that they're whatever limiting beliefs that they have, that they told themselves that they can't win, they have to get rid of that. You have to change your identity. Your identity is rooted in whoever you believe that you are, what people told you were when you were growing up. You have to learn how to tell yourself who you are. So there's certain tricks and hacks that I'll tell the youth. Things that you could do is you can actually use affirmations, right? So affirmations is something very important. You could literally record your affirmations into your phone, put them onto your ear and listen to them before you go to sleep and when you wake up in the morning. Something like that will start to reprogram your mind so that you can actually have more confidence and go out there and do what it is that you want to do.
100%. Let me ask you this. What are 2 other tips outside of affirmations that can help change your identity?
Number 1, be around people of influence. So for me, I started off at the cigar bars, right? I understood that if I didn't have I dropped out of school, right? So for me to drop out of college, for me to not have a college degree, for me to be in finance and be working with the caliber of individuals that I did, it started off with me positioning myself the right way. So the first thing you want to do is you want to find where people of success hang out. So if you want to go to an expensive restaurant, you don't necessarily need to have money. Go to the bar and just start talking to people at the bar. Grab a water, grab a seltzer, whatever the case may be, and start chatting people up. The cigar bars are a great place as well. It's almost like a fraternity. Only wealthy people go to cigar bars, and obviously there's all types of networking events. So the first thing I would say is position yourself around people that are successful.
And what was the second tip to change your identity?
Outside of affirmations?
Correct.
Second tip to change your identity would be to be exposed to successful things. So, for instance, if you've never been in a Rolls Royce and you don't know what it feels like to be in a Rolls Royce, then you'll never want to get a Rolls Royce, right? So if you want to change your identity, then start going to the dealership, start sitting in the car, start feeling the wheels, start going to open houses and looking at the mansions, go online, visualize yourself in these different environments. Once you start to visualize yourself in a different space, then you start to change your identity and you start to believe that something else is possible. The only thing you need is belief, because at a certain point, once you see enough people that are achieving what it is that you want to achieve, once you see enough people do that, something in you is going to click and it's going to realize that it's possible for you. And the moment that you believe that it's possible for you, your life is going in another direction.
Listen, we had an amazing time today shooting content, asking questions, getting amazing answers, and so far we've been having amazing reviews from you guys. So do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We need your support. We're trying to get to 100,000 plus subscribers right now. We're doing amazing on Instagram and TikTok, but for some reason on YouTube, we need your support, we need your help. So until next time, see you guys in the next video.